Steve Perry, the magnetic frontman of Journey, remains one of rock music's most enigmatic figures. Known for his soaring voice, unmatchable stage presence, and heartfelt lyrics, Perry helped transform Journey from a jazz rock experiment into one of the defining bands of the late 20th century. Before we continue the video, we would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your understanding. But his sudden departure from the band and subsequent withdrawal from public life left fans yearning for answers. What led to Perry's retreat from the limelight, and how has his journey shaped his legacy? Steve Perry was born on January 22, 1949, in Hanford, California, to Portuguese immigrant parents. Growing up in a modest household, Perry found solace in music during difficult times, particularly after his parents' divorce when he was just a child. His mother, Mary Quaresma, encouraged his passion for singing, even as young Steve grappled with feelings of invisibility and emotional turmoil. "I became emotionally invisible," Perry once said. "There were places where I used to hide and feel comfortable, protecting myself. Music became my refuge." Perry's early exposure to music came through his grandparents' garage, where he would listen to his favorite 45s and sing along. His love for singing was undeniable, and by high school, Perry had decided that music would define his future. In 1977, Perry joined Journey, a band that was still finding its footing in the music world. Initially blending jazz and rock, Journey had yet to achieve commercial success. Perry's arrival marked a turning point. With his distinctive voice, the band's sound shifted toward melodic rock, a change that would catapult them to superstardom. Their first album with Perry, Infinity, delivered hits like Wheel in the Sky and Lights, signaling the beginning of a golden era. Over the next decade, Journey released a string of multi-platinum albums, including Escape and Frontiers, cementing their status as one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Perry's voice was the driving force behind Journey's success. Songs like Don't Stop Believin', Faithfully, and Open Arms became cultural anthems, showcasing Perry's unmatched vocal range and emotional depth. His stage presence, charisma, and heartfelt delivery made him a rock icon. Journey's success in the 1980s was meteoric, but the pressures of fame and relentless touring took a toll. By 1987, Perry found himself at a crossroads. Exhausted and facing creative differences with his bandmates, he decided to step away from Journey. The announcement shocked fans and industry insiders alike. Perry's departure wasn't solely about the pressures of fame. He later revealed that he felt disconnected from the music and the lifestyle that came with being in a band. "I was living my dream," Perry said. "But I started to wonder if it was still my dream." After leaving Journey, Perry embarked on a solo career. His debut solo album, Street Talk, had been a commercial success, featuring hits like Oh Sherry and Foolish Heart. But his second solo effort, For the Love of Strange Medicine, faced mixed reviews. Despite this, Perry's voice remained as captivating as ever. In the mid-1990s, Perry briefly reunited with Journey to record the album Trial by Fire. The album was well received, but plans for a subsequent tour were derailed when Perry suffered a hip injury. Facing pressure from his bandmates to undergo surgery, Perry felt alienated. The tensions led to his permanent departure from Journey in 1997. Following his exit from Journey, Perry disappeared from the public eye. For nearly 2 decades, he refrained from recording or performing music. Fans speculated about his whereabouts, with some rumors painting him as a recluse. In reality, Perry was grappling with personal challenges. He gained weight, grew a rugged beard, and distanced himself from his former life as a rock star. "I had to find myself again," Perry said. "I needed to figure out who I was without the music." One of the most poignant chapters of Perry's life came in the early 2010s when he met Kelly Nash, a psychologist battling stage 4 breast cancer. Despite her diagnosis, Perry fell deeply in love with her. Their relationship was a source of joy and inspiration for Perry, but it was also marked by heartbreak. Nash passed away in 2012, leaving Perry devastated. In the wake of her death, Perry found solace in music once again. "She made me promise that I wouldn't go back into isolation," Perry revealed. "She wanted me to sing again." Inspired by Nash's memory, Perry began writing and recording new music. In 2018, he released Traces, his first solo album in over 2 decades. The album was a deeply personal work, reflecting on love, loss, and resilience. Songs like No Era Sin and We're Still Here resonated with fans, proving that Perry's voice and artistry had lost none of their power. Perry described the album as a labor of love and a testament to the enduring spirit of creativity. "Music saved my life," he said. "It's my way of honoring Kelly and finding my way back to myself." Despite his solo success, Perry's relationship with Journey remains complex. In 2017, he attended the band's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame but chose not to perform. While Journey continues to tour with other vocalists, fans still hope for a reunion with Perry. However, Perry has made it clear that his time with the band is behind him. "It was a chapter of my life," Perry said. "But I'm in a different place now. I cherish the memories, but I don't dwell on the past." Steve Perry's voice remains one of the most iconic in rock history. Even after decades away from the spotlight, his songs continue to inspire and comfort listeners. Whether through the anthemic strains of "Don't Stop Believin'" or the tender vulnerability of "Faithfully," Perry's music has left an indelible mark on the world. His story is one of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of the human spirit. For fans, Steve Perry isn't just the voice of Journey, he's the voice of hope, love, and perseverance. After his departure from Journey in 1997, Steve Perry entered a phase of profound self-reflection. This period was not merely an absence from the music industry, but also a quest to rediscover his identity outside the persona of Steve Perry the rock star. The man who had once graced sold-out arenas and dominated the airwaves now sought solace in a quieter, simpler life. Perry's disconnection from music was both deliberate and therapeutic. He described it as a necessary step to heal from the emotional exhaustion and physical ailments that plagued him during his time with Journey. Yet, the world outside was not ready to let go of him. Fans continued to revere Perry as the voice behind timeless classics like Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, and Any Way You Want It. His absence only amplified the mystique surrounding him. During his hiatus, Perry's music continued to thrive, thanks to the enduring popularity of Journey's back catalog. Don't Stop Believin' achieved legendary status, becoming a cultural phenomenon decades after its release. The track was featured in movies, TV shows, and even sporting events, resonating with new generations of fans. Its universal message of hope and perseverance ensured that Perry's voice would remain immortal, even in his absence. Meanwhile, Perry's solo work also retained a dedicated following. Songs like "Oh Sherry," inspired by a past romantic relationship, showcased his ability to channel personal experiences into universally relatable music. Despite stepping away from the spotlight, Perry's impact on music culture was undeniable. Perry's retreat from public life gave rise to countless rumors. Tabloids speculated about his health, his personal life, and his reasons for leaving Journey. Some claimed he had become a recluse, while others suggested he had grown disillusioned with the music industry. These narratives only heightened the intrigue surrounding him. The truth, as Perry later revealed, was more nuanced. He needed time to process the whirlwind years with Journey and the pressures of fame. He also grappled with physical challenges, including the hip injury that derailed the planned Trial by Fire tour. The experience left Perry feeling betrayed when the band moved on without him, a decision that left emotional scars. In the early 2010s, Perry's life took an unexpected turn when he met Kelly Nash, a psychologist and cancer survivor. Nash's vivacious spirit captivated Perry, igniting a love that would become one of the most profound relationships of his life. However, their time together was tragically brief. After a period of remission, Nash's cancer returned, and she passed away in 2012. Nash's influence on Perry was transformative. She urged him to return to music, reminding him of the healing power of his voice. Her memory became a source of inspiration for Perry's eventual comeback. In interviews, he spoke openly about the depth of their connection and the impact her passing had on him. "Kelly gave me the courage to sing again," Perry said. "She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." Fueled by the promise he made to Nash, Perry began working on new music. The result was Traces, an album that marked his triumphant return after a 24-year hiatus. The record was deeply personal, filled with themes of love, loss, and renewal. Tracks like "No Era Sin" and "We're Still Here" showcased Perry's signature vocal prowess, proving that time had not diminished his talent. Critics praised Traces for its emotional depth and authenticity. For Perry, the album was not about reclaiming his former glory but about expressing his truth. It was a testament to his resilience and a tribute to the people and experiences that shaped him. While Perry's solo career flourished anew, his relationship with Journey remained fraught with tension. The band, led by guitarist Neil Schon and keyboardist Jonathan Cain, continued to tour with replacement vocalists, including Arnel Pineda, who joined in 2007. Pineda's powerful voice and stage presence helped Journey maintain its popularity, but fans often compared him to Perry. Despite the ongoing success of Journey, Perry and his former bandmates remained at odds. Disputes over trademarks and business decisions occasionally made headlines, underscoring the fractured nature of their relationship. However, Perry's attendance at Journey's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2017 offered a glimmer of hope for reconciliation. Though he declined to perform with the band, Perry's heartfelt speech celebrated their shared legacy. "I'm truly grateful for the time I spent with Journey," he said. "Those memories will always be a part of me." Perry's voice, often described as one of the greatest in rock history, is both his greatest asset and his heaviest burden. The intense physical demands of singing at such a high level took a toll on his body over the years. Maintaining his vocal range required discipline and care, something Perry has spoken about with both pride and caution. "I didn't want to be a caricature of myself," Perry admitted. "If I couldn't deliver the songs the way they were meant to be heard, I didn't want to do it at all." This unwavering commitment to excellence is part of what makes Perry's performances so revered. His voice is not just an instrument, it's an emotional conduit that connects deeply with listeners. Whether belting out anthems or crooning tender ballads, Perry has a way of making every note feel personal. If there is one song that defines Steve Perry's legacy, it's "Don't Stop Believin'." Released in 1981, the track initially enjoyed moderate success, peaking at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, its inclusion in the final scene of The Sopranos and subsequent appearances in shows like Glee catapulted the song into the cultural stratosphere. "Don't Stop Believin' has become a rallying cry for hope and perseverance, transcending generations and genres. It's a staple at weddings, sporting events, and karaoke nights, a song that unites people in shared joy. For Perry, its enduring popularity is both humbling and surreal. To think that something we created so many years ago still resonates with people, it's incredible," Perry said. "It's a reminder of the power of music to bring people together." Steve Perry's journey is one of resilience, reinvention, and enduring passion. From his humble beginnings in Hanford to his meteoric rise with Journey and his eventual retreat from the spotlight, Perry's story is a testament to the highs and lows of a life devoted to music. Though he may never return to Journey, Perry's legacy as one of rock's greatest vocalists is secure. His voice continues to inspire, offering solace and strength to those who need it most. For fans, Perry is not just a musician, he's a symbol of perseverance and the transformative power of art. Certainly, let's delve deeper into the details of Steve Perry's life, his influence on music, and the broader cultural landscape. His journey, both personal and professional, offers a tapestry of triumphs, setbacks, and enduring inspiration. When Steve Perry joined Journey in 1977, the band underwent a seismic transformation. Before his arrival, Journey had been a jazz-rock fusion band with a dedicated but niche following. Perry's addition injected a new energy, steering the group toward a more mainstream rock sound that would ultimately define the late 1970s and early 1980s. Perry brought not only his incredible vocal range but also his talent for songwriting. Working alongside Neil Schon, Perry helped craft anthems that resonated deeply with audiences. Tracks like Lights, Wheel in the Sky, and Open Arms combined heartfelt lyrics with soaring melodies, creating a sound that was both accessible and emotionally powerful. Perry's voice became the centerpiece of Journey's identity, elevating their music to iconic status. The partnership between Steve Perry and Neil Schon was the driving force behind Journey's most successful years. However, their relationship was marked by creative differences and occasional friction. Schon's guitar-driven vision sometimes clashed with Perry's emphasis on melody and emotional depth, but it was precisely this tension that resulted in some of the band's most memorable work. During the production of Escape, which became one of Journey's most celebrated albums, Perry and Schon found themselves at odds over the direction of certain songs. Perry wanted to explore more ballads and introspective themes, while Schon leaned toward harder-edged rock tracks. Despite these disagreements, the album was a masterpiece, featuring hits like Don't Stop Believin', Who's Crying Now, and Stone in Love. It was a commercial and critical triumph, solidifying Journey's place as one of the biggest bands of the era. The success of Escape led to the equally ambitious follow-up album, Frontiers. While Frontiers didn't quite match the commercial success of its predecessor, It produced hits like Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, and Faithfully, further cementing Perry's reputation as one of rock's greatest vocalists. However, the creative tensions within the band continued to grow, and by the mid-1980s, they began to take their toll. As Journey's star rose, so did the pressures on Steve Perry. The relentless touring, media attention, and internal band dynamics began to wear on him. Perry was a perfectionist, often holding himself to impossibly high standards, which contributed to his anxiety and feelings of isolation. Adding to the strain was Perry's relationship with his bandmates. While they shared a deep mutual respect, the members of Journey often operated like separate entities rather than a cohesive unit. Perry once remarked that while they were incredibly successful as a band, they lacked the camaraderie and friendship he longed for. This disconnect made the grueling demands of fame even harder to bear. By 1987, Perry's exhaustion was palpable. The band's Raised on Radio tour, which was supposed to be a celebration of their success, instead became a breaking point for Perry. Tensions within the group had reached an all-time high, and Perry found himself increasingly disillusioned with the rock and roll lifestyle. When the tour concluded, Perry made the difficult decision to step away from Journey, effectively putting the band on hiatus. Perry's first foray into a solo career came in 1984 with the release of Street Talk. The album was a commercial success, driven by the hit single Oh Sherry, which Perry wrote about his then-girlfriend Sherry Swafford. Other tracks like Foolish Heart and She's Mine showcased Perry's ability to create deeply personal music that still resonated with a broad audience. Despite the success of Street Talk, Perry's heart remained conflicted. He missed the camaraderie and creative synergy of working with a band, but he was also wary of returning to the high-pressure environment of Journey. This internal tug-of-war defined much of his career in the late 1980s and early 1990s. In 1994, Perry released his second solo album, For the Love of Strange Medicine. While it didn't achieve the same level of success as Street Talk, it was a testament to Perry's enduring passion for music. Tracks like You Better Wait and I Am showcased a more introspective side of Perry, reflecting his growth as an artist and a person. In 1996, Perry reunited with Journey to record Trial by Fire, their first album together in nearly a decade. The album was a critical and commercial success, earning a Grammy nomination and reaffirming Journey's place in the rock pantheon. However, plans for a supporting tour were derailed when Perry suffered a hip injury during a hiking trip. Perry's injury required surgery, but he was hesitant to undergo the procedure. His bandmates, eager to capitalize on the momentum of Trial by Fire, grew frustrated with the delay. This disagreement ultimately led to Perry's departure from Journey, this time for good. The split was painful for all involved. Perry felt betrayed by his bandmates, while the remaining members of Journey struggled to move forward without their iconic frontman. The emotional wounds from this period would take years to heal. Even in his absence, Steve Perry's influence on music remained profound. Journey songs became cultural touchstones, featured in countless movies, TV shows, and commercials. Tracks like Don't Stop Believin' transcended their original context, becoming anthems of hope and resilience. Perry's voice, with its unique blend of power and vulnerability, set a new standard for rock vocalists. His ability to convey raw emotion through his singing inspired generations of artists, from pop stars to heavy metal frontmen. Perry's impact extended beyond music, shaping the very fabric of popular culture. Steve Perry's return to music in 2018 with Traces was a moment of triumph for both the artist and his fans. The album, deeply personal and introspective, was a reflection of Perry's journey through love, loss, and healing. It was a reminder that, despite the passage of time, Perry's voice remained as powerful and emotive as ever. Songs like No Era Sin and We're Still Here resonated deeply with listeners, proving that Perry's artistry had only deepened with age. The album was not just a comeback, but a testament to the enduring power of music to heal and inspire. Today, Steve Perry remains one of rock's most enigmatic figures. His decision to step away from the spotlight, while perplexing to some, speaks to his commitment to living life on his own terms. Perry has often said that his greatest joy comes not from fame or accolades, but from connecting with people through his music. For fans, Perry's story is one of resilience and authenticity. He has faced immense challenges, both personal and professional, yet he has remained true to himself. His music continues to inspire, offering solace and hope to those who need it most. Thank you for watching this video to the end. We would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, to stay up to date with all the latest events, Click on the bell, so you will not miss the next news releases.